Stop giving people bad ideas. "12 days ago, well, at the time that I'm recording this video, 12 days ago, this channel called Icon released this video called, it says, Icon Derelict Mercedes 300 SEL modified with an LS9 supercharged engine. It's like, stop it with this crap. You know, first of all, the Star did it, where they did a feature on a guy that did a 280 SL with the 302. And then they have a, I don't even know if the car was a 108 or 109, but they're like, oh, it's such a derelict car. Blah. Well, all these cars are derelict to some degree, except for maybe like 1% of the survivors out there. And they act like because it's derelict, it's some kind of justification for ruining the car with a boat anchor motor. So I did a short exchange with the producers of Icon. Like, they actually responded to my comment, and I said something along the lines of, why do you guys give this stuff a platform? I don't understand why people don't celebrate people who take these cars and actually make them right, like paint them the original color, sort out the original engine. And I think that's what really pisses me off here, the fact that there are all these videos of people slamming and bagging and re-engineering or re-engineering their W108s and 109s. There's like no coverage of people that are busting their butt to restore the cars and make them work like they're supposed to. So the people from Icon, like, I have a secret YouTube handle and they don't know who they're talking to, of course, and they're like, well, tell us about yours. And I was like, well, listen, first of all, it's not yours, it's my 3 W108 and 109 cars, you know. And I'm not the kind of person who just is like gonna, you know, prod at somebody without having some meat to back it up with. I mean, when my 280 SE 4.5's engine failed, I pulled the motor and did a rebuild on it with a new crankshaft because that's what it needed, and some other major, you know, items like new valves and valve guides and bearings and, you know, all the stuff that a good engine rebuild should have. And I think what really gets to me is that if you keep shining a spotlight on the people that are doing it wrong, nobody will appreciate and recognize and emulate the people that are doing it right. Now, granted, most people who are doing it right don't care about the attention from YouTube. And I don't even really either. I mean, that's why I haven't pushed for like a higher subscriber count or anything. But they're not attention-seeking people. Usually owning the car and sorting out the car is its own reward. They don't need validation from the YouTube community because their science project is, you know, getting 190,000 views. You know, views don't really mean anything. There's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things. And so one of the reasons this channel exists is to encourage the people who are doing it the right way to keep doing it the right way. But I don't know. I think my message to the people from Icon is, you guys suck. Like, find an original car and somebody who's busted their butt to put it back, like a car that was 280 SE stored in barn for 20 years with locked up engine. And then some guy comes in and says, you know what, I appreciate what this car is. I'm going to pull the motor and rebuild it, or, you know, find the right rebuilder and buy all the parts, in the meantime repair all the rust and then get it painted the right way. You know, I keep telling people this, it doesn't sink in. We have a finite number of cars. We have a finite number of cars. We're not getting any more 108s and 109s. You know, we're not getting, Mercedes isn't just going to wake up one day and say, I'm going to build a bunch of these things. No, they're not doing that. So, like, stop ruining the ones that are out there. You're not helping the car by putting an American V8 in it. You're basically taking the car from being a superior machine and just making it like an average, crappy old resto mod. And nobody likes this. You can go on Craigslist and buy a resto modded anything, Model T or Mercury or whatever. That's what people do with cars, and they don't know what else to do with them. They turn into a crappy, useless resto mod that you can't drive near. But if you have a 108 or 109 car, when they're sorted right, you can actually use the cars for stuff. You know, I mean, you can ask any of the people that I know who own them. The cars are quite usable. Anyway, okay, enough ranting and raving about this stuff. If you own a classic Mercedes and are doing your best to maintain it, I applaud you. That's why this channel exists. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm asking you to subscribe because you might get some useful information. And also, let's like this video so that we know that there's like a counterbalance out there that actually likes things original. Let's get the comments going, you know, and maybe spam icon for doing this crap, because like channels like that, it's just like, why? This is why. What's the point? You know, all you're doing is showing somebody else's, like, it's like the news agency that filmed the kids throwing soup on the Van Gogh. It's like, what the hell? It doesn't do anybody but expose the weirdness and stupidity of our society. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video, and preserve those classic Mercedes.